There are many ways to grow your business. Referrals, organic, you can do paid ads, email marketing, social media outreach, cold call, affiliates, sponsorships, right? There's a whole lot of things, but some work better than the other. And today I'm going to talk about them and rank them as well. My name is Vishal Kotwal. I've done over 20 million plus in revenue, and most of that is for myself. I sold my company for 7 figures, and I can tell you, we have used most of the marketing strategy that I'm going to talk about today. So without any delay, let's jump right into it. So the first that I have on my list is referrals. This is the marketing strategy that you need if you want to grow any good business, okay? The thing with the referral is that it's the only type of marketing where you can get one customer and that can bring you multiple customers. It doesn't happen in anywhere. Like even if you do cold call, even if you do affiliates, even if you do sponsorship or paid ads, a referral is the ultimate form of marketing. Many people also like to call it word of mouth, right? And it is the hardest form of marketing as well. To be able to get word of mouth, you need a product. Your product needs to be so good that they tell their friends about it. That is the highest form of marketing. And to be able to do this marketing, you need to have the best product. If you don't have a good product, you're just not going to be able to do this marketing strategy. So there are ways to have referrals. There are ways to get referrals, right? You can incentivize people to refer you the customer. There are ways to go about it, but the ultimate form of referral and the word of mouth is to have the best product. Many people give coupons. If you refer your friend, you get $5, they get $5. There's also, hey, I'm gonna give you a free training, free PDF, free thing to refer to your friend. If you refer your friend, then you're gonna get this, right? So those are some of the strategies you can do to get that referral. Ultimate form of referral should come from the product. Your product is so good, they tell their friends about it. So it is the hardest, but it is the best. So because of that, I'm actually going to say this is a A-tier marketing strategy. It's not S-tier because it is the hardest. It is A-tier because it is the best, okay? So the next one that I have in my list is content marketing. So content marketing is basically you're doing podcast, you're doing YouTube organic, you're posting on Twitter, basically content marketing. You're putting out content out in the social media, hoping some of them are gonna go viral. Some of the people are gonna see your content and they're gonna contact your business and you're gonna get business. This is also called inbound marketing. Inbound is you put out content and people reach out to you. That's a inbound marketing, okay? And the thing about content marketing is that it is the slowest and it takes the longest as well. And I'm not gonna say it is the hardest. It is maybe not as hard as referrals, but it is something that takes a lot of perseverance. You need to keep hanging in there. And it is a skill, right? If you're making YouTube video, if you're making TikTok content, you need to know the platform, what kind of video does better. You need to come up with a lot of content, a lot of ideas, and making videos take time, right? So it is a skill you need to learn and it takes time. Organic content doesn't get ranked tonight, right? If you post something on Google, if you post something on YouTube, it takes some time. YouTube will slowly show your video to more and more people. It takes time because you need to build your authority in those platforms. YouTube is just not going to show your video just because you had one fantastic video. YouTube is going to see that you're consistent. YouTube is going to see that you have good content. YouTube is going to see that people watch your content, people like your content, people comment on your content, right? People watch your content again and again. That's the thing that YouTube is looking for. That's the thing that any other platform is looking for. And that is a skill that takes time. If you could figure it out, you would have people reaching out to you. And the funny and interesting thing is that this is one of the best customer you can get. If you can get people reaching out to you, that is the ultimate form of business, right? Now you have a brand. Now you have people searching for you. Now you have people coming to you, right? And that is a fantastic business you can run. It is hard to make it work, but if it does work, this actually builds the brand. Number one, referral actually builds the brand. Number two, also builds the brand, okay? More than anything, if you're in business, you need a good product. If you are in business, whatever you're doing, you need a good product. But sometimes you can have the product so good that they tell their friends about it, but sometimes you can ignite that fire. Use content marketing to get people to find you, to try your product. I'm gonna rank content marketing as S tier. The third option is paid ads. This is my favorite because that's what I've been doing for the past 7-8 years. The thing with paid ads is that it's the fastest. You can launch ads today for your business. You can have people filling out the form, watching your VSL, popping on a call with your salespeople. It's not the hardest. You can figure things out, but you need to watch your numbers because you're spending money to get customer, right? You need to be able to say, hey, I spent $1,000 on ads and I made back $3,000. Let's keep doing more. But if you don't pay attention, you may spend $5,000 and only make back $3,000. The other thing with paid is that you need money. If you're starting, you're a brand new business, you don't have revenue. You're gonna go with content marketing, right? You need money to spend on ads to get those customers, right? So if it's a brand new business, you don't have anything, your product is not proven, right? Then you're not going to use paid ads. This is not for beginners. Paid ads is for people who have a proven product. People know and like your product. Okay, people love your product. You have something fantastic and you want to get a ton of people. You want millions to find out about what you do and what you have. And that's the situation where you're going to use paid ads. The other thing about paid ad is that it is short-term. What I mean by short term is that you can have ads today, but if you turn off the ads, everything will stop. It will just stop overnight. And that can happen. And the reason why that can happen is that Facebook or YouTube or any platform is notorious in terms of shutting down your ad account. Now, for certain industries, they may not, but they can and they will at any time, okay? So because of that, it is a risky business. It is a risky place to be in because you always have to rely on Facebook or YouTube to get you that customer, and you always have to keep paying for those things. The other thing about paid ad is the cost. The cost to get your ads in front of your customer keeps rising year over year. See, back in the day, 5-6 years ago, Facebook used to have $5, $10 CPM. Now people pay $50 to $100 CPM to show their ads on Facebook. So Facebook has only gotten more expensive. So it is a uphill battle. If you can make it work, it can work, but it is very much a short-term solution. You can have tons of customer, it is fast, but it is not reliable, and you can lose a lot of money if you don't do this correctly, okay? So I would say this is more so B tier, to be honest. I wouldn't say this is A tier, okay? So the next one is email marketing. What I mean by email marketing is building a newsletter. You can have a email marketing newsletter so good that people subscribe to your newsletter and they refer to their friends about it. For example, if you have a book, let's say about meditation, healing, and yoga, right? You can have a newsletter that talks about latest thing in yoga, some yoga tactic, right? Yoga things, right? Spiritual thing, right? You can have a newsletter like that. When you have a newsletter and it's valuable, people read the email. And when people read the email, you can put your link. You can tell them like, hey, if you want my yoga course, click the link to buy. You can also say, hey, if you want to work with me one-on-one session, join my coaching program or something, right? So there is many ways you can go about email marketing. If you are in business, it is hard. Business is not easy. It's not for everybody, okay? And many people fail because everything's hard. I have failed for many years to figure things out, and I know what it takes. And it's even knowing all of that, it is still hard, okay? So newsletter definitely takes time. It is also one of the slowest as well. Paid ads is the fastest, but newsletter can take time. People need to refer to their friends. You need more followers, and it can take time. If you're doing referrals or if you're doing content marketing, if you're doing paid ads, you should always have email marketing in the back. So it is not something that's going to grow by itself, but it'll be fantastic to have paired with something else, okay? So I would say it's more so A tier. It's really because it's not the thing that makes it work. It's the thing that makes everything better. So it's more like a supplemental marketing thing. So the other one is a social media outreach. So social media outreach is you reach out to people on social media. So you can reach out to business owner on LinkedIn. You can reach out to people on Reddit. You can reach out to people on Twitter. You can message them. You can follow them. It's more so a cold outreach. So let's say you have a business, you help business owner grow their business. Okay. So you help them with their marketing or you help them with their sales, right? So there are ways to do a cold outreach. And this is more so a numbers game. What you're looking for is that if I reach out to 100 people, how many will reply and get on a call, right? And LinkedIn outreach is very popular because there are automation tools that allows you to do that. So if you just set up an automation tool, the tool does all the reaching out. So you don't have to do anything. And you just show up in the morning and you have people who reply to you. So if you are using automation, this is definitely easier one, but this is also the hardest one to scale because there's only so many people you can message on LinkedIn before they notice that you're using a bot, you're using automation tool, right? It looks spammy, okay? The other thing is that people are not going to be happy. So you're going to get some hate on the DM, right? You're also going to get a lot of people not replying to you. So it makes you feel like nobody wants to talk to you. Personally, not a big fan, but many people do it. If you have content, followers, authority, you can use it in conjunction with others. And even if you don't have any content, you can still use this as well. Many people do it without anything, like they just do social media outreach and it works for them. I'm going to actually say this is a C rank because this is the one of the not so good strategy, right? Many people don't like it. I always say it's better to paid ads, to be honest. I have done cold call. It's hard. I wouldn't say you should be the one doing a cold call. If you are a business owner, you should be doing everything, but I wouldn't say it should be the first thing on your list. Cold call is very hard to make and you need a skill. So it is better going to be to hire somebody who has that skill, right? If you're collecting phone number, people are filling out your application and they're giving you a phone number, then you can just call those people. Then you can have a salesperson calling those people, right? If you have content marketing, you have YouTube video and you're getting them to fill out an application, then you can have a salesperson to do a cold call. But calling someone out of the blue is a hard thing. But some people who make it work, and this is a real legit marketing strategy and it works. So I think it may just be one of the hardest things to make it work, but if you can't make it work, it is just another way for your business to get a customer. This is a C rank because it's not a fun thing to do, but I would recommend it. Other one is affiliate or JV, which is joint venture. This is one of my favorite because you just partner up with somebody who has your list. So let's say you're helping somebody else build a SaaS. Okay, so you have a book or you have a coaching program, right? You help developers go build their own SaaS, right? Let's say somebody else has a business, they do a newsletter. They have a newsletter where all the developers sign up to read about latest development thing, right? Software development thing, like latest in JavaScript, TypeScript, right? Latest thing in AI. Partner up with that newsletter company and you could be like, hey, I'm going to promote you to my list and you promote me to your list. Let's help each other out. That's basically what affiliate is. If you send me the people, if you promote me and somebody buys my service, I'm going to give you 20, 30, 40%. You're paying them for getting you the customer. That's more affiliate. Joint venture is you join together, promote them, they promote you. Affiliate is they promote you and you pay them for getting the customers. I like it because I don't have to pay anything. So even if I'm doing joint venture, I'm not having to pay anything. So I'm promoting them and they're promoting me. In affiliates, they send me the traffic and if it makes money, I pay them. There's no risk. This is in my book, S tier. So this is one of the best thing and easiest thing you can do. I did not do this as much as I should have. And there is things that you need to be careful with because there are some shady things that people do, but it is one of the best one if you can figure it out. And this is not hardest thing to figure out. It is the easiest as well. It is the fastest as well. And there are a lot of opportunities. So you can definitely do this. So the last one in my list is sponsorship. So what is sponsorship? So you can think of sponsorship as promotion on YouTube videos, right? So you have seen YouTube videos and there is always ad in the middle. The YouTuber goes, hey, today's sponsor is NordVPN, right? So that's basically what sponsorship is. You're paying somebody to tell their audience about your brand. That on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube content, right? You can pay creators, you can pay other people to promote you. And in traditional way, let's say there is a local event, banks and restaurant sponsoring those local events, right? Because banks want local people to know they exist. So you can pay and sponsor local events. And in broader scale, you can sponsor YouTube videos, you can sponsor TikTok videos, you can sponsor documentaries, music videos, teams like football teams, right? Cricket teams, right? There's many things that you can sponsor. Okay. The easiest and the best one that I like to use is basically YouTube sponsorship. And that works. That's why people do it, because it works. I like it. It's also the easiest one, but you need money upfront. Many of the people will actually ask for money upfront. This is not pay me once you make money. That's why affiliate is much better, because you pay them once you make money. But in terms of sponsorship, you're paying to have your name in there. All right. This is more like a paid ads. If you're going to be in this in the long run and you're going to sponsor many people, but you need to be able to track your ROI based on that sponsorship. I would say this is more of a B tier, to be honest. I'm not going to say it's A tier. I definitely think it's a B tier. It's definitely not a C tier. So those are the best marketing method that you can use to grow your business. Like I said, I've done it all. I have experience with all of them. I really think content marketing and affiliates are the best. Content marketing is the best, but it takes time. Affiliate marketing is the fastest and easiest as well. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. See you in the next video.